morning, you one lucky dogs. How are you, Mr. Sosnoff?
I'm very good this morning. Very, very good.
Still hot, though, I could tell.
No, I love the hot. I love the heat.
You love the hot?
I love the hot.
English is the second
I love
language
the hot.
for you?
Yeah.
I love the hot.
No, seriously, the heat does, I know you're going to think this is all bullshit, but the heat does not bother me.
I love the heat, too. But we should be in a little baby pool or something like that. And we should be trading and bathing. What do you think? Let's do it. You ready? Come on. Me and you.
I don't ever want to bathe with you. We've already done too much stuff together. I don't want to ever be in a situation where...
one time we showered together. Big freaking deal.
I don't want to be in a situation
what does it matter?
Where the definition of whatever it is we're doing, we're bathing together. I'm not comfortable with that.
Anyway, good morning, everybody. Look at this. It's red on the screen.
Yeah.
What is that? What is that color?
I don't know. It's like a magenta. S&P's down 24. I was just telling Bat. Overnight, I put some bids in overnight for some stuff I sold yesterday. I just want you to know I took about $1 gazillion in risk to break even.
Nice.
On the trades I made yesterday. Yeah.
That's a good job.
I actually scratched them. Maybe made a little money in the NASDAQ. But there is good news this morning for the
what? MU?
The Micron shorts.
Oh, my God.
Well, it's down 80. It's something.
1,069. Yes, it is down $80.
Yeah, 1,069. Oh, yeah. It's better than 1,200. For the good kids. And also the NASDAQ being down 300 is good for the good kids.
But up around 550 yesterday, down 300 now today. So.
Yeah, they're hitting a little bit of the chippies. A bad day for the. I mean, it's a. I don't
NVIDIA
actually,
down $6.
Yeah, NVIDIA, Micron, and AMD down.
Apple
big.
up $3. I mean, it really is just a rotation.
How about Meta? It's up like 40.
Yeah, and Meta, 38,000 change. Yeah,
$38.
Yep. Microsoft up 5.
Yeah, it's just a freaking rotation. These
Your
guys,
AMD down 24 was up yesterday. It's like whatever was up yesterday.
They're playing games. Yeah. They're messing with your head.
Yeah.
Okay, they're messing with everybody.
They're messing with Mother Nature.
They, by the way, are just this huge pool of dollars that's just messing with everybody. But it's really wild.
It really is when you think about it. It really is.
Yeah. Anyway, it's we're going to have a great show for you today. It's myself and the Bat for the first 45 minutes, and it's me and Scott to wrap up the show.
Yep.
And we're going to talk a lot about tokenization today.
Not my strongest suit.
Do you have a strong suit? I mean, we already know
it's early, and I am drinking iced coffee and not hot coffee because it's 150 freaking degrees in here because you can't fix the air conditioning.
Coffee versus tea was not your strongest suit.
What are you talking about?
Sub sandwiches were not your strongest suit. I mean, you barely.
I beat you in the sub sandwich.
No, you scratched. You barely eked
Listen,
out.
tying you is winning in everybody else's world. You have to understand because you're so elevated.
You barely eked out a win in the whiskey contest. What is your strong suit?
Actually, I have more money from the bets on that than you do. So,
what is your strong suit?
Making babies.
You got to stop making babies. Okay, I'm
done.
If you make a baby now, you're going to be in big trouble.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because she can't anymore.
I know. That's why I just said you're going to be in big trouble. Yeah, you're going to be in big trouble.
Big trouble. Big. Gold up, silver down.
We
oil under 69. Sorry.
Yeah, I sold some puts in.
Even the S&P just made a new low for the session.
So I wouldn't say I was active, but I was definitely not quiet. So let me tell you what I did overnight. And by the way, you can see all my trades now in the Lossdog platform. Everything I do should be live. The Bat will be live as soon as he gets back from his whirlwind tour of where are you going again? Positano.
It's Positano.
Positano. I've never been there.
You should go. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I know. I heard it is.
It really, really is.
I know.
Yeah.
I made too many trips to Italy and the food's just not good.
I know. That's what you say. I know. It's the Mecca, but I get it. I understand.
I try.
Right. I know. Food's not good.
Anyway, when the Bat gets back, we'll post his trades too. But overnight,
I'll be back on the 15th. Leave on the 5th.
Perfect. Overnight, I bought some.
I have cameras. Don't get any ideas.
Bought some S&Ps and some NASDAQ futures I sold yesterday. Obviously too early now because they're about 200 points lower than the NASDAQ. Then I also, let's see, what did I do this morning? I bought some Nike.
Okay.
It opened down it opened at around 39 and a half, I think, but I bought it at 40.
You mean you sold puts at the 40 level, right?
No, I bought some this morning, pre-market.
Oh, just stock at 40.
Right,
Yeah, it's
no.
40.42, down 65 cents right
So
now.
I bought some. I sold puts yesterday in Nike. I sold the July 38 puts.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a small winner, maybe like 20 cents or something.
I'm surprised you haven't mentioned the one thing that is your strong suit. You don't have many of them, which is bonds down a full point.
Okay, so I was getting to these positions.
This was called the fluff?
This is the fluff.
You were fluffing them? Got it.
So I bought some Nike this morning. I sold some puts in crude oil. I sold the 64 puts at $1.71, I think. And I bought some Nike, and then I also sold some puts in the bonds and the 10-year notes.
Okay.
I can't remember the strike in the bonds. I
You
think
sold puts.
sold puts.
You said bought.
Oh, sorry. I sold puts to the 10-year notes. I sold the 109 puts to the 10-year notes. You're going to see it on my trades today. But I think I was filled at 36. And I sold the bonds. I got to look and see which put. I can't remember if it was because bonds are back in the 112 pin. I think I sold the 110 puts.
112.14.
Yeah, I think I sold the 110 puts, but I'll check for you. So those were all opening trades.
And look at volatility got under 18. I'm talking about not VIX. I'm talking about /VX. It was hovering in the 20 level, never got under 19. All the moves up and back over the last week or so until yesterday, where it crashed down under 18, traded to really close near its lows, 1790 or so, 1835 right now.
This is a dull.
Summertime.
Market. Maybe it's a dull market, and it is totally churning. And like it's so weird to see, Micron down 80, AMD down 28. They're rotating out of the chip stocks back into I have no idea why they're buying Meta. I know they had some news this morning. I don't remember what it was. They're launching something, but Microsoft's bid up and other things. Just a weird little opening.
They just rotate. It's like wherever what'd you call it the other day? You called it something. Not nationalization. What did you call it?
I don't know.
Yeah, you had it good too.
So I had somebody in town last night, and I had to take them out to dinner in the neighborhood.
NVIDIA down $6. I need that higher. Sorry.
Went to a local place. So Monday night I go out to dinner because I had somebody else in town. Go out to dinner on Monday night. There's not a seat.
A lot of school nights for you.
I know. There's not a seat in the restaurant open. It's like the place is packed. It's a Greek restaurant.
Okay.
Last night I go to some little bar in the neighborhood, like just a tiny little bar.
Okay.
In this neighborhood, we're like kind of in a weird part of Chicago. There's at 5 o'clock.
It's called the North Side, not far from Wrigley. What's so weird about it?
Well, I'm just saying
It's a residential.
It's residential. Yeah, it's a funky neighborhood. It's great. Go to some bar with my buddy because he's heading out of town, and at 5 o'clock there's no seats available. 5 o'clock.
Maybe they all knew you were going to be there.
Burger was great.
Burger was great. What's the name of the place?
The Warbler.
The Warbler?
Yeah.
It's a bird.
Oh yeah, that's right.
A place, yeah. I mean, you just if you need you can you can use that now in your next speech or something like that.
Yeah, a warbler.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. I'm supposed to go to.
I hope it's a bird.
I'm supposed to go out to dinner this weekend at a restaurant called.
Did you buy the dip, by the way?
No, I missed
Okay,
it.
all right. Never mind.
Anyway, thanks so much for joining us. I'm Tom Sosnoff. He's Tony Battista. This is only year 16 of us doing this together. So the scary thing in my head is I know what he's going to say before he says it, and I know every single story. I feel like
you didn't have this one coming. Hi, Mama Sosnoff. Hi, Mama Sosnoff. Hi, Mama Sosnoff. She's watching the show. She wrote me yesterday and said, "Where is my son? What have you done to him?" Because you weren't on the show yesterday. Like, where is he? Where is he?
I had to explain to her that I had to give.
He's the star. She said. I go. I know,
I had
Joan.
to explain
I know.
to her that I had to give you and Scott an opportunity to shine.
And we failed miserably, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I know.
Anyway, we're going to get into it. Like I said, we've got tons of. Here we go. Got tons of stuff today. We're going to start off with the question of the day. You ready for the question of the day?
Sure.
Okay. Is tokenization? And I told you we're gonna spend a little time on tokenization. Yesterday, I did buy some digital assets, which are tokens. I didn't buy anything. I don't know what Bitcoin's doing today. Let's see. It's up $100, $150.
It's nothing. 59,000 hanging right there.
Yep.
And there is leverage in Bitcoin. The Bitcoin futures are, if you're looking to trade those, are 5 futures. I don't think it's retail
No,
friendly.
they have a micro version.
What's that?
They have a micro version.
And they do have a micro version, yes. But if
But-
you want leverage, that's 5 futures. It's big.
If you want leverage, also you could trade like iBits, things like that. There's
Sure.
leverage there.
Sure.
But when I buy Bitcoin, I just buy the cash. I don't know why.
I understand. I
Question
just-
today, is
You can
tokenization,
get smaller. You can do whatever you want.
is tokenization just an overhyped trend in finance right now? Or is it actually building real infrastructure? I have been talking about tokenization probably for 5 or 7 years.
You were really like the first person I was around that ever really
I
spoke
wanted
about
to
it.
launch, we built an exchange years ago, and I wanted to raise capital on the exchange by tokenizing the offering. And I went to a company called Securitize. I went to another company called, oh my God, I can't believe I can't think of the name. I'll think of it, it's on the tip of my tongue, but there's about 3 or 4 companies out there that will tokenize offerings. There just hasn't been a lot of success with it. There just hasn't been much interest. There's very few tokenized exchanges, so it's kind of hard to find a secondary market. I wouldn't call it an overhyped trend in finance, and I would say that they are building real infrastructure, but I would say the pace of moving towards tokenization has definitely been
Slower than you would have
slower than I would have liked to see, and derailed a little bit due to kind of all the negativity around the latest move in digital assets.
Have you ever thought of a side pony?
Aside what?
Side ponytail? No, I'm sitting here thinking, like, how can we make you better? Because, I mean, you're pretty close to perfection, but like a little side pony? What do you think?
A side knot.
A side knot.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about it, but now you got me.
Something to think about after the show.
A side knot. Tony and I will talk side knots tomorrow. Is side knot an overhyped trend in fashion right now? Or are we actually onto something?
Oh, boy.
You tell me, because Italy has like a lot more fashion trends.
I'll see what's going on there.
Yes.
I'll report back for you.
See if the side knot is taking off. We once hired a kid that
Top knot.
We once hired a kid that had his hair in a bun, and we
Nicknamed him Top Knot.
we nicknamed him Top Knot.
I don't know if he knew it. That was his nickname. But any email that was sent around when he wasn't on was Top Knot.
I don't know what happened to Top Knot, but
Me either.
Top
Me
Knot
either.
was with us for like about 6 months. and
Yeah.
he was a good kid.
Great kid.
I just don't know what happened to Top
A lot
Knot.
of fun.
Yeah. We used to bring him on the show.
Tony has ADHD. I actually do not have ADHD.
No, I don't think he does. No, I mean he's got a lot of issues. I don't
I
think
do
that's
have a
one
lot of issues, but I don't have ADHD's not one
Yeah,
of
I don't think that's one.
them.
Of them.
Squirrel. Sandwich.
Yeah, remember when we used to bring Top Knot on the show?
Yeah.
And then Top Knot would say, like, we'd say, "What do you like here?" Because he was so public, and he'd go, "I love like the market," or "I love XYZ," and then we'd automatically sell it, and it was like always a good
He
trade
was a good
for us.
fade.
But anyway, is tokenization just an overhyped trend in finance? I do not think it's an overhyped trend in finance, but I do think that they're building some infrastructure. The problem is it has had the adoption rate has been really slow, and when there's very slow adoption to something new in finance,
That's not good.
it's not good. It kind of, sometimes it dies in its own, it kind of dies in its own mess or whatever it's
Juices.
created. I feel like it had so much momentum when digital assets were hot, and then when digital assets cooled down a little bit, it kind of lost a little bit of the
Yeah,
momentum.
I agree with you.
So then we're going to we're going to take your calls. If you want to talk to myself or Tony, a 989 Lossdog, 989 Lossdog. Don't be shy. 989 Lossdog, or type whatever you'd like into the dog pound. We know there's a lot of you in there, so please.
Love to hear from you.
Love to hear from you guys. We're going to do Lost Dogs trades of the week. We're going to talk about your stuff. We have a bunch of questions coming up, and then when Scott comes on the show, we're going to talk about the real state of tokenization adaption right now.
Silver just turned around like crazy. I'm so sorry. It's up a full dollar now, $1.25.
Yeah, gold's up 83. It just exploded. What does tokenization actually offer that existing systems don't already provide? So we're going to cover those topics later today. By the end of today's show, you're going to be a tokenized expert on tokenization. You can actually tokenize yourself and then put it out there. Anyway, so lots of stuff to go through and discuss today. Yeah, just to do a little market recap, the biggest mover this morning is definitely the reversal in gold. When I sold some puts in gold early on.
Gold was under 4,000 last night.
Yeah, in fact, you're going to see one of the trades that we posted for this morning that we wrote up, a while ago was to sell some puts in GLD because gold was actually down this morning.
Yeah.
And now it's up. Now it's up $69. It's moving all over the place.
It is moving all over the place. I mean, that's almost a 2% move, right? Gold.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. Everything's just flying around. Bitcoin's now up 450, and crude oil is only down 48 cents.
Bitcoin's dead. Don't ever mention it to me again until it's 65,000.
It's kind of dead, but I like buying dead assets.
Sure.
Because eventually they come back to life. Something else that's dead that I have a big position is the Japanese yen. It's just it's dying a slow death. But I think
Scott says it works. I hate that trade, but go ahead.
I know. I think it works.
I mean, I would be on the same side as you. I'm not fading it. Why?
We have a bunch of customer questions, and we're actually going to do one from Nostradogus from our Lossdog platform as well.
Good.
With the next, this came in from a customer yesterday. With the next Fed meeting on the calendar, do you reduce your position size? Like the same question comes up a lot about earnings. Mm-hmm. Do you reduce your position size in earnings? Do you reduce your position size into a Fed meeting? Heading into that, or is it the kind of event that you actually want exposure in going into because of the IV expansion? Maybe it's a bond position you have on, maybe it's something else, I don't know. But do you ever adjust your positions because of a Fed meeting?
I don't adjust my position because of a Fed meeting, but I certainly gravitate towards bond products, TLT/CB, ZN, when you have some sort of announcement like this, because as this person wrote, vol does expand in there. And I like to play it directionally. And for me, I'd rather be long bonds than short bonds. With a full point lower, it's back into the 112 handle. High implied volatility allows me to be a little bit more directional. You could certainly sell both sides. I would like to sell, if I sell both sides, with a little bit of long delta to it. So a closer at the money put, a further out of the money call. I get it. I like it. That's the way I would do it. So I don't change or reduce my size. I look at it as an opportunity. I'd probably get a little bit larger.
Just to give you some context around this, bonds are 112.5 right now, and that is that's no man's land. That's closer to a Fed.
Yeah, but they were 114.
They were 114.5
week.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
So they've dropped two handles. At 114.5, there are absolutely there's absolutely no chance that the Fed is raising rates. At 114.5, zero chance. If anything, they're closer to lowering rates. If at 112.5, you're back in no man's land. And now you're right. You're like, think of it like an.
They're going to listen to the BS talk.
Yeah, now it's both ways.
Yeah, right.
If they drop 2 points from here back to 110.5,
hey, game on.
Game on for raising rates. If they rally 2 points from here, it's game on for lowering rates. That's how fragile. That's literally how fragile the bond market is right now. Like I said, I'm with Tony. I bet this morning I sold some puts in the bonds. I sold some puts in the notes. I am betting that that rates are going to drift a little bit lower. But I will tell you something really interesting. The 10-year has not rallied a bit. Even when bonds went up to 114, the CD prices and CD yields and the 10-year actually didn't move at all.
And you would think that shorter termed would move a lot more, be more subject to change than the longer ZB.
Yeah, so the bond market has been really stuck in the mud.
Yeah.
But the answer to this question is whether you have an earnings announcement coming up, which, I mean, obviously when we go to earnings cycles, if you're 2 weeks before earnings, it doesn't really matter. But when you get really close to earnings, you might want to recenter, widen the strikes, roll to the next month. You want to be aware that there's earnings coming up.
Yep.
In the bond market, it's a little bit different. We usually don't make adjustments into that.
Agreed.
Yeah. Agreed. And quick question coming from the dog pound. I want to hit a bit. Can you make this a little smaller, guys, so we can see
big, long, out of the money trade once in my life? Give me a F, please. I think. So, what if you had to hit it? Give me a flyer, please. Love the show. Sorry, just said F on my screen. I apologize. So what would you do? So they want a big, long, out-of-the-money call trade once in their life.
Oh, you're not putting any pressure on us at all. Okay, don't worry about that.
So where would you go? Honestly, where would
Right now,
Yeah.
I would find something that's had the crap beaten out of it. Like if you had to flyer, you have to do something with high implied volatility. So like if you said like what's your best cheap shot, I might say something like I'll sell puts in the yen, but that has no upside.
That's not a flyer.
No,
They
it's not
want a flyer. They want something where they.
You want something like Meta that could be up $40 today.
That's correct. That's correct. So what would you do?
Potentially things that are software stocks that are beaten up like Coinbase or CRM or something like that. Or I'm not Coinbase, but like Oracle. I mean, something could be up 10, $12.
I get it. Yeah, I don't mind it.
I think
I'm going to give the soup du jour.
I think Coinbase. I know you're going to say ServiceNow or whatever.
No.
you gonna say?
Well, SpaceX.
No.
You want a flyer.
No.
You want a flyer. SpaceX. Because the pressure to down $7 today, back to 163. I, like Scott was talking, think it could get into the 150 handle again, but it's going into all of the indices coming up on the 7th. Maybe it has a quick little.
Too much in play.
Okay, I agree with you. I said it's a crowded
Yeah,
space.
it's
Because
crowded
you want a
space.
flyer, that's where I go. I wouldn't be buying out of the money calls, but I would just be buying a very wide vertical spread.
I will tell you something about
Shorter
SpaceX
dated.
that's funny is they have just absolutely annihilated premium there every freaking day.
They have.
Yeah, every day.
They have.
Every day.
Which, if you remember, about 2 weeks ago when it came out, the bat was doing nothing but selling volatility,
Me too.
even in the back months, all the way out a year.
Me too. I'm still short the 100 puts in there.
Because you're a
Crazy.
genius.
Genius, yeah.
Because you like to follow the bat.
What's the best way to manage an iron condor, or somebody writes into the dog pound, is to not manage it.
I was going to say, you don't. You don't.
The best way to manage an iron condor is to forget that you have an iron condor on. I mean, if one side goes down to where it's only a few pennies, you can roll that side. You know, like you can always roll the vertical down on whichever way it's like.
You like the 15 handles on the E-mini S&Ps I gave you? They haven't had a downtick since I said. Have you bought them yet?
The best way to manage an iron condor is not to touch it, because even ones that are losers come back 50+% of the time. And the other part of it is, if you do want it, you roll down the untested side. So that's the best way. So you roll down the vertical. So you roll down the call spread or you roll up the put spread. That's the only way to do it.
I think that's the first back of the hands you've given me since we've been on this show.
So the question from the dog pound is, should we roll down the call side when stocks go down? Yes. And roll out or roll out? No, mostly you want to roll down or roll up. You don't generally want to roll out iron condors. You can, but you don't want to, because you have to do 2 separate trades.
If you have the buying power, I like to roll just the short strike.
All right, that's fine too.
Whatever one you want to do, that's what I like
that's
to
fine
do.
too.
Yeah, reduce the delta by half. Iron condos don't move that much. You know, if you put on a delta neutral $10, $20 wide iron condor, it catches 10 deltas one way or the other. I reduce it by half.
Customer question: how does Lossdog generate my number compared to an industry baseline when it comes to my salary? Lossdog, we generate a number for you. We generate it based on.
Which you have not hit, by the way, when hiring me right now. So
That's right. We plan to not hit it. Well, because we just don't feel like there's a secondary market for you. Like if you were 50 years younger, maybe, but no, not now. Yeah, we're at like when we're your last option. You know, that's it.
When I'm hitting the stop order,
That's right.
You don't have to pay up.
We generate the number based on where you live.
I mean, zero's a pretty good number though for you.
It's a great number. We base the number on where you live, where you went to school, and literally hundreds of millions of data points that we get from U.S. Government statistics on just different employment statistics. And then we also have uploaded tens of millions of resumes from all over to get just baseline numbers. So it depends on where you live. It depends on obviously what the sector is and everything like that, but it also depends on all this government data, all this resume data that we've got, and then also what you studied in school, where you went to school. There's some small adjustments based on degrees, all that kind of stuff.
Is John Jay College of Criminal Justice, is that the stop order to the downside?
It's not the same as Harvard, but it's better than PS
207?
207. Yeah. Next question from our viewers. It feels like every stock with an IBR above 50 has earnings on the calendar.
Okay.
Is it worth selling premium into that, or should I just keep waiting for a clean setup without an event risk attached?
if you're going through my checklist, I prefer, if I don't have a directional bias, to wait until after earnings. I certainly don't mind you putting a trade on going into earnings as long as you know it. And if you're looking to take advantage of that because the front month is going to have a higher implied volatility than the back month, and you're buying back month and selling front month, I'm all for it. But I would go to ABC stock that didn't have earnings before I went to the stock that had earnings. And fringe players like Nike, I don't even look at. I would be a directional the way you did it.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
I will say this: there are periods of time throughout the year when you're going to run into this kind of a market, like a dull market, choppy, dull market, where every single underlying you look at that has an IVR over 50 feels like it has earnings.
Yeah.
What I suggest you do is on whatever watch list you set up, on whatever platform you have, you set it up, you set up, but based on, like, let's say, high option volume or liquidity or something like that. And you look at as many underlyings as you can, and you'll be surprised when you sort by IVR in descending order from, like, let's say, the highest to the lowest. You'll be surprised that you will see some stocks in there that you're like, oh, this is kind of cool. It doesn't have earnings coming up. I'm surprised because when you try to search by individual names, you're kind of always stuck with the same names that you're used to watching. But when you actually create a watch list based on the most liquid, most actively traded options, whatever you want, you'll find a few.
Yeah, sure.
You'll find a few names. You'll be like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yep.
And you'll also, don't rule out commodities because there's some decent IVR in different commodities as well. So, futures options are the same as listed options. Just so don't rule those out. All right, let's go to the next question, which is, what is the purpose of the Lossdog platform as a whole? Like, why would build this thing?
It's a great question. Why did you build it?
Because I wanted to build something. I wanted to try to build something that wasn't a trading platform first. I wanted to build something where a piece of software where people could come to it for free and figure out, the simple answer is that we feel like, and I don't think we're alone in this, we feel like there's this that most workers in this country and in other countries, if you make between $60,000 and, let's say, $300,000 a year, that most people don't actually know what they're worth. And because they don't know what they're worth, they're underpaid over a lifetime. Now,
because it's been kept behind the curtain for so
there's
long. I don't know what my
transparent.
coworker made.
That's right. And because it's not transparent, and because
it's not transparent.
So we also have there's this huge discrepancy between what the average worker makes in America, and it's not just America, it's all over the world, and what executives make. The reason CEOs, the average CEO pay is almost $18 million a year in the S&P 500 company, $18 million a year. The reason it's $18 million a year is because there's comps out there because everything is public.
Sure.
So if a CEO is going to get a job at some publicly traded S&P 500 company, they're going to be like, well,
this is what he's getting.
This guy gets 40 million.
I'm better than that. SOB.
Right. And so there's all these comps out there. So these comp boards have no choice, but yet you're going to make $18 million a year on average.
Sure.
And that's before all the other compensation, like stock options and everything else. So in my opinion, and most CEOs last for like 7 years. So we feel like CEOs are grossly overpaid. I don't know by how much. Maybe it's 50%, maybe it's 80%, maybe it's 20%. I don't know, but they're overpaid. We feel like there's so much information out there with all the government statistics and all the resumes and stuff that is now is public, like all the stuff you can download from LinkedIn and everything, that we figured out that the average employee is underpaid by over $2 million in their lifetime, which is life-changing money. We figured out that the average professional, like maybe let's call it more white collar, is underpaid by somewhere between $6 and $12 million in your lifetime. And they're underpaid because they don't know what they're worth. And that was the genesis behind Lossdog. Hey, how do you close this enormous wealth gap between executives and the average worker? Well, you can't legislate it. You can't mandate it. Okay, just you can't. It's not something.
Can't will it.
Yeah, so it has to be through context, through education. So even though I tell you you're worth 10% more than you're making, that doesn't mean you're going to get it. But it just means you have context now, and
You make a more informed decision.
And we took that and we took it to the next level, because then we built a prediction engine, and then we took it to the next level, and then we built an optimization engine for portfolios, all these tools are in the process of being rolled out. And then we took it to one more level where we gave away free crypto. And we're about to launch our own stablecoin. So we're just building this little ecosystem, of which eventually we are going to tell you, we're going to partner with some financial service firm, and we'll tell you that in short order. And I think you're going to be very happy with the combination of stuff that we're going to be building and offering, and it's just going to be amazing. But
So if you're watching this, please go to lossdog.com and sign up.
Sign up and take your free crypto and take your free software.
Yeah.
And later on, it's going to be. I have never built anything. Tony, Scott, myself, we've never built anything that hasn't been a goodwill model. Meaning, we're going to give you like everything, our show, everything we know, and in return, we just ask that at some point, use our software.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
But that's the purpose of the platform. It's to optimize, and it's to make things mechanical. And I see the callers on, so just hang on for a second. 989 Lost Dog. We are going to ask one question to Nostradogus, which is our prediction engine. And all the guys, go back just one little, let's go back one thing. The question we're going to ask is, will asset tokenization become a significant component of the financial sector in the next 5 years?
I had this. It's funny.
Will asset tokenization become a significant part of the financial ecosystem or the financial sector in the next 5 years? We are now going to ask this question into our prediction engine. We have spent a lot of time and a lot of money building this. And the team in our production team has just entered this question in, and they're gonna route it. And you'll see hopefully we'll be able to see the process. Where this is new for us to be able to show it on air. And we'll put this up, and okay guys, go ahead and run it.
I asked this question I had this conversation with a buddy of mine last night.
Yeah.
It's funny they put this up there.
Can you scroll up a little bit? We'll take a look. So right now what we're doing is the platform, and hopefully we'll have no issue. The platform works fine. We just have a few issues when we show it on air. But you can see right now what we're doing is we are using artificial intelligence to search through literally tens of thousands of sources. Here are the sources that it finds. We're probably the only firm that shows this entire process. So you can see, and this is the cool technology we built. You can see everything that we are sourcing this information from, and all the different places that we go to, because it's a pretty broad question. And then we outline how we came up with a response. You can keep scrolling, and you can see all the different things. I mean, this is actually super cool, and it's free. We eat this cost. And you can see how we build this. And what we're doing right now is we're basically just building out this a story
Pressing
for you.
the data, it says, into a probability to give you a number.
And here we go, and we end up with a probability. It's hard for me to read. What does it say?
It says likely, and it says
It says 86% likely to answer that question.
Yeah.
And then it gives you a full definition, and then it tells you different ways to play it if you wanted to. Like it has, in this case, it has Goldman Sachs and
Coin.
Coinbase, but it's more about the 86%. We assign a delta / a probability to all this, and then we give you all of the sources, and then we give you all the data around it. It's a crazy amount of information.
So the conversation I had last night, because he's a big stockish trader, older guy.
We'd be better off having a conversation with this, because he's way smarter than your friend.
100%.
I don't know who your older guy
No,
friend
it's
is.
okay. No, it's 100%. But I said that tokenization would replace stock, because the
I don't think so.
really,
Yeah.
because there's the leverage of 50%. They're never going to change it. They haven't changed it now. They're never going to change it.
Tokenization has no leverage.
I understand, but you can get so much smaller and fractionalized.
That's true. I don't see it replacing stock at all. The stock market is. I think tokenization, if they got 1%, would be huge.
Really?
1%.
So what's it going to replace then?
Nothing. It's going to open up. It's going to open up other markets to you. Like, so it's going to replace. Let's say you want to make a trade in Singapore. There you go. You don't have to convert dollar or London.
Got it.
No conversion. You do it just in U.S. dollars. You know, it's a piece of cake. You do it in digital currency. You don't have to. There's no clearing firm. Just go straight to your wallet. Gary in San Diego. Gary, what's up, brother?
How are you?
Good, Gary. How are you?
Good.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, I was going to say, good to hear your voice, Gary.
Yeah, it's great to hear you, Gary.
Yeah. So I'm new to all this Lossdog and everything.
Where the hell you been? Hiding under a rock? What's going on?
Well, I was still sucked over to the other deal.
Oh, okay. All right. Well.
We thought we were too.
No, this is cool.
I understand that. So I'm sort of coming out of shock, to be totally honest with you. But you know, I've been around for
Have
a
somebody
long time,
throw some cold water on you. You'll be fine.
Okay, excellent. So listen, it's nice to have you back in my life. So I got a couple of questions, and I don't know what you've been doing and all that stuff. But with the semis, this run, I know, Tom, that you are definitely not long. Is that correct?
I hate them. I'm short them. Yes, and I paid for it dearly.
Right. So I missed it, and I did the deer in headlights thing, which has been, you know, fairly good for me right now. But
Sure.
I missed the whole run up.
Yeah.
But I did get on software,
Okay.
and it's just amazing that when the semis are having a bad day, software is having an unbelievable day.
They just rotate. Like today.
Yeah.
Today's a perfect example. All the software stocks are up.
No, exactly. So, are you long software?
Yeah, long software, short semis.
Like, are you long like Microsoft and down the list?
Yeah, down the list, but not Microsoft. I mean, Tony's long Microsoft.
Why not Microsoft?
Just because
Because he's not smart.
Because I'm not smart.
Well, Tony, then you're obviously, you know that I know that you're the smart one. You're long Microsoft, right?
Yes.
For
You're
real?
the first person to ever say that. Congratulations.
But I'm long NBIS too, and it was up $25, $27 yesterday, down $25, $27 today. So, I mean, I didn't sell it yesterday.
What else you got, Gary?
Okay.
Because we got to move here. We got a lot of stuff.
Okay, one more quick one.
Yeah.
What are you doing with Walmart here?
Walmart.
Trying not to
take a
go
look.
to the store.
Where's it trading?
It's 106.
Oh my God, they killed it.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
Are you still looking at other stocks?
I would be a buyer of Walmart.
It's 108
here.
down $5, just like.
I'd be a buyer of Walmart here. I like Walmart. Okay. I thought it was like 125 or something, but yeah, I'd be a buyer.
It was a week ago.
It was? Yeah, I'd be a buyer
exactly.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd be a buyer.
You can thank me later.
I'm going to sell some puts after the show.
Have a good one.
Thanks, Gary.
Thank you.
All right, these are the trade. These are the Lossdog trades of the week. These are from viewers, and then we'll do these, and then we'll bring Scott on. The first one, Nike, when it opened yesterday, it opened about $1.50 lower after earnings. I think it's only down about 50 cents right now. But the trade that we liked when we saw this from customers was
Nike's actually up $1.40.
Nike's up $1.40.
Yeah.
I
Good
take
call
that
on you.
back.
Not quite as good a call as I did with the market, but it's a very nice call.
So
I
this
love when you
morning,
close your eyes
when I
speak.
looked at it, and I actually finalized the prices for this trade. Nike was trading at at 39 and 39.57.
42 and a half right now.
It's 42 and a half. Yesterday, like I talked about on the show, I sold the July 38 puts, and I also bought stock this morning at 40. So good trade.
Good trade.
I guess.
Good trade. You're allowed.
Nike covered call. Well, I only like this when the stock was down. So buying the stock and
But you had
selling.
plenty of time to do this. It opened lower.
It opened about
Down.
50 cents lower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Selling the 42 and a half calls and buying the stock, you couldn't have done it at 38, though. It would have been closer to 39.
Correct.
Second trade was Coinbase.
Hate this trade.
It was down $1 pre-market. I don't know where it is right now.
It's up $9.93, $1.50, $156.
It was down $1 pre-market. I loved selling the 100 puts for $2. It had a pop up $2, the August 100 puts, which is outside the expected move. Stock on its lows. Nike was on its lows. There's a lot of buys here today.
Yeah.
Pop up 88%. expected move of 30, which puts it about 1.5 times, 100 strike is 1.5 times below the expected move. Delta of 8, IVR of 63. I absolutely love this trade. I am already short the 100 puts in there in Coinbase, but you can't do this trade now. Like I said, pre-market stock was down $1. I thought this was a good trade. The next one, another trade when pre-market, gold was down, and it just rallied. I mean, I don't know.
GLD's up $7.50.
And this morning it was unchanged, up 20 cents, with gold down about maybe $1 or $2.
376. Yeah, gold is just a skosh off its highs for today, up $74.
Yep. So we're doing the GLD short put spread, short the 340, 330 put spread. It was about in August, it was $1.33. Now it's going to be about 80 cents. So we got to forget this one too. Unbelievable. All these trades worked out, but they never opened. And the last one was a trade I actually did do this morning when I saw this.
Because markets are open then, right? The equity markets that you were talking about, most of them are closed.
Yeah, the futures market's open. In ZN, I sold the 109 puts for 36. You need bonds down about a point. Where are they down now?
ZN's down nothing. It's down 5 ticks, 109.
It was down 9.5 this morning, just so you know.
Yeah.
Sold the 109 puts for 36. It's a $550 credit. It would be basically, if we went under 109, it would be a new high for 10-year rates. So it's at the expected move. I loved this trade. I didn't think you'd get these puts off at 36. They traded, I think, 37 or 38. Mm-hmm. But again, all these stocks, because the market's actually up now, it was down,
Even the S&Ps were down like 30. NASDAQ was down almost 500.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a crazy move on the opening. And I mean...
And somebody said,
sell them in the hole. That was you. But anyway, so just to recap these
I think
trades.
it moves over though for the day, don't you?
I do too.
Yeah.
Nike, we liked buying Nike, but
Bitcoin's
it
up
already rallied.
59.9. Although don't talk to me until 65,000.
We liked buying Nike, but it's already rallied. We liked buying Coinbase, but it's already rallied. We liked buying GLD, but it's already rallied.
This is the best of both worlds. You got basically an unchanged market.
All this happened once we started the show this
and
morning.
you got MU still down near its lows for the day, down 73.
And ZN, we liked getting long ZN too, which has rallied a little bit. So I wish these were down so you could get these trades on, but
SpaceX down 161.
Yeah, well, they're going to hit everything that's been up and buy everything that's been down.
Yep.
I'm Tom Sosnoff. He's Tony Battista. It's time to do a little switcheroo here and bring in Scott. Right now, S&Ps are up $1. NASDAQ's down 200. I do like that. Gold's up $70. Unbelievable. Crude oil down 61 cents. It hasn't really moved. Silver's up $1. Bitcoin's up 1,000 now after being basically unchanged. Let's see what else we got. Bonds are down 24, which is 3/4 of a point. They were down a little over a point before. And Apple's up $3. AMD's down 23. Amazon's basically up $1. Google's up $1. Meta's the big one today. It's up $47. Thank God I don't have a position on there because I would not be long. Microsoft's up $7. AMD's down 70, which we do have a position in. Netflix is up $1. I liked Netflix yesterday, but it's just been such a pig. Nvidia's down $3.50. It was down 6 earlier. And volatility, which was up earlier, is now down. And SpaceX, like Tony just mentioned, is down almost $9. But it's had a really strong rally last couple of days. You get down to 150. Now it's 161. Of the trades that we made, that we posted, I mean, people really liked short puts in gold and short puts in Coinbase, short puts in ZN, and Nike a little less. But again, all those trades got priced out by the market move this morning. Anyway, we bring in Scott Sheridan.
And I'm going to say in the hot seat, I got Tony's towel.
Did he wipe down the seat for you?
No, but it's hot.
Oh my God, stop complaining. Even the bat didn't complain today.
He has a towel for schwitzing. Okay, we have 2 box fans.
Well, here's the deal.
Oh my God.
So last night.
Yeah, the person came.
He came.
Not sure if they could get the part today coming into a holiday weekend.
No. This guy knew what he was doing.
Now, here we go. Scoop of vanilla, scoop of chocolate.
Scoop of vanilla, scoop of chocolate.
So the other guy didn't know. The guy that stuck his finger in the hole.
Yeah, he was brain dead.
Okay, what did this person say? What part's broken?
There's the motor to the fan.
Nice.
And he's going to replace it today.
Nice.
So we will have
it'll
air.
Be under.
And they said, the options god said, let there be air.
it will be finally under 100 degrees in here.
Oh, please. We have a coffee shop. It's got air conditioning. You can sit out there all day.
We have a server room. I was standing in there yesterday. It was beautiful.
Scott is, if you don't know, Scott Sheridan, he's very spoiled. Just so you know, very spoiled. He's a golden child, and he does not like, we can hire somebody. We have interns. We can hire somebody to fan.
As a fan?
Yeah.
See, now I like the way you're thinking. That would be good.
I remember once we were at, I don't know if you remember this, but I think you're with me. We were at Caesar's Palace, and we were out by the pool, and they had somebody come around
With the spray bottles?
No, I was somewhere where somebody came around with a spray bottle.
That's nice.
I was at a beach resort once.
Yeah.
They came around with a spray bottle.
That's a nice touch.
It's a really nice touch.
Yeah.
And I like when they give you stuff, but at Caesar's Palace, they gave you frozen grapes.
Yes.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that's
a nice touch, too.
So would you like me to have somebody give you frozen grapes today?
See, I like the way you're thinking. Now you're thinking about somebody besides yourself first. I like that. So I'm laughing about Meta.
Why?
Well, because they're spending, I think, between 125 and 150 billion on storage and infrastructure for the next 12 months.
Yeah.
And they're just now finally figuring out that they could sell excess capacity.
Yeah.
They finally figured out that Amazon makes way more money from AWS than they do delivering water bottles to your house in 30 minutes?
Yes.
Okay. Just checking.
Yes, they just figured that out.
Okay. So I like it. Another player in the game. Cool.
You know what's shocking to me?
That is shocking to me.
I don't use Amazon myself.
Oh my God.
I know.
We basically have an Amazon warehouse in our home.
Okay. So does my entire family. But
yes. It's an amazing service.
I personally have never used Amazon.
I'll sell that.
I've never ordered one thing.
Wait a minute. You personally have never ordered anything,
Right.
but you definitely have had things ordered for you.
My wife orders stuff, but I've never ordered anything on Amazon. I've never made
Do
one.
you have an account?
No, I don't have an account.
Okay, well,
nothing.
all right.
Nothing. So the point being is, last weekend we were in kind of the country, and not anywhere near a city, nowhere.
How fast they have things to you in about an hour.
And my daughter goes,
I need something.
I need dog shampoo because my dog has a rash.
I love this.
I need dog shampoo.
This is amazing.
She had dog shampoo in 45 minutes delivered to the house in the middle of nowhere.
And the crazy thing is,
where do you get that dog shampoo from?
But they can pick it up from a store. But the crazy thing is, my kids, this is how my kids are. I'm sure your kids are the same way. God forbid that was an hour and a half or 2 hours, because they'd be like, what's going on? You can't get any quality service. When we were kids, we talked about this. Columbia Records, you ordered, they would come in 6 weeks.
Easy.
If you ordered anything mail order, it was 6 to 8 weeks. You're like, okay, great. I got my product in 6 to 8 weeks. Now, if you don't have it in 30 minutes, systems, everything's going to hell. Did it work?
I have no idea.
The dog shampoo didn't get rid of the itch?
I don't know, because I'm not washing any dogs. Especially not my dogs. But
Fair.
I still prefer to go shopping myself.
100% for groceries?
No, everything. Everything.
Well, I gotta say, if you need something,
Everything.
Really?
I don't order anything.
Food?
Never.
Yeah, see, I'm like that too.
Never.
I could do pizza and Chinese. That's the hard stop.
I don't order anything.
That's the hard stop. Pizza.
I
and
used to
Chinese.
order food to my house. I don't do it anymore. I just pick up everything. I like to get my own stuff.
Why? Because you like the experience, or you think it's gross that somebody else?
No, I just like I like to do it myself. I don't want somebody else delivering food to me.
Okay. Fair.
Anyway, from the dog pound, any trade opinion on crude oil? And the answer is, yeah, I told you this morning. I sold puts in crude oil /CL. MCL is the same thing. It's just a micro product. I sold the 64 puts this morning. I sold them for $1.71. I'm already short some, so I just added to my position today because crude oil, dropped back down.
He gets his steps in.
Get my driving?
He what?
He said I get my steps in
By shopping?
by shopping. It's true. I can get 5,000 steps at Costco.
No, you cannot.
3,000, easy.
That's a lot.
Yeah, go to Costco.
You go up
'cause-
every aisle?
yeah, you go up and down the aisles. It's like you don't.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. When you go to Costco,
Yeah.
you don't have a list?
No, lists are for pussies.
Okay.
I don't do
I
lists.
have my list.
I
And
don't
it's
do lists.
amazing. I add to it. Here's my Costco list.
I don't do lists.
Here's my Costco list. I got
I
five,
don't
six
do
things
lists.
on it, and I just. How do you not have a list? So
I mean, I'll do a list if Courtney gives me a list for work.
no. So wait a minute.
For myself, no.
So when
no
you
list.
go to Costco, do you go for a particular reason, or you just want to go to Costco?
I don't know. It depends. Sometimes I have a reason.
And do you ever forget that reason, and you get in your
No.
car, you're like, damn it, I forgot what I was there for?
No, I don't forget things.
Really?
I mean, I don't think I do.
Yeah, you do.
If I forget them, then I didn't even know I forgot them.
If you forget things, you just don't remember that you forgot them. So I have to have a list because I go in. First of all, if you don't have a
Because
list,
if you have a list, then you're just focused on your stupid list.
right? But then you get the things that you really need, as opposed to going, oh, you know what? I haven't had whatever this is in a long time. I'll buy it, like the chocolate cake. You go, why did I just buy a chocolate cake?
I need the things that I don't know I need. At
Like the
Costco.
chocolate cake.
Like a lot of things like that.
Like for whatever, $17, that it's like 8 pounds.
Like last week, I bought, I think, 2 pounds of sashimi and poke, and I'm like, I didn't eat it.
Is it still in the refrigerator?
Case threw it out.
Good.
She's
Okay,
like, Dad, you
good.
can't keep sashimi around for a month, okay? And I'm like, all right, whatever.
God, that's disgusting.
I know, but I'm just saying, like,
Okay, so you walk up and down every aisle, or almost
not every aisle, but
almost.
yeah. And because there's new things, and I got to figure out what I need, and I don't, and I see things, and I'm like, oh yeah, I need this.
Need?
Well, like, I mean, I need a dog bed maybe if I don't have a dog, like, I don't know,
Just in case?
just in case,
I like it.
I need another bottle of tequila that I'm not going to drink.
Which
for the
will
next,
sit for another 25 years.
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So anyway, I'm Tom Sosnoff. He is Scott Sheridan. S&P's up $5. Nasdaq down 229, and that's a kind of a pretty wild market today.
So the message today was get out of AMD, Moo, and NVIDIA, and then
buy everything else.
Buy everything else. All right.
That's
cool.
it. That's
Got
it. Like I said, I made a few trades this morning, but we'll make some trades once the show's over this morning. I kind of liked Gary's idea of maybe it's time to sell a few puts in Walmart, but we'll see. I like things that are beaten down. We talk about that all the time. I mean, I'm short NASDAQ and I'm short Moo, so finally it's a day that they're going our way, but I wouldn't.
The day's young.
The day's young.
I mean, what's today's Wednesday? I'm losing track of days. Monday, it was down over 100 and closed up on the day.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like that's happening today.
No, I don't think so. Anyway, so we've got a bunch of stuff to talk about. We got some tokenized
Let's do it.
discussions coming up. What is the real state of tokenization adoption right now? And we'll mix in market stuff. And if you want to call in 989 Lossdog, we'll take your calls on if you have some questions about tokenization, you have some questions on anything really. We don't care. We've got a little over a half hour left in the show, and we've got a couple topics left. See, this is how you manage the show, just so future.
Did you call me out yesterday?
On air? No, I didn't. Okay. I didn't want to embarrass you of doing a whole 90-minute show in 35 minutes.
Hey, listen.
No.
You know what? Do you ever listen? Well, you probably don't listen to podcasts. Put them on 1.5 speed.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
So what is the real state of tokenization adoption right now?
Yeah.
And I talked about this earlier on the first question we had of the question of the day. But just to give you some stats, in the last year, the total value of on-chain real-world assets has got to $31 billion. Now, to put $31 billion into context,
That's crazy.
that's less that's in the glove compartment of Scott's car right now. You have $31 billion in change.
Think about what $31 billion.
Remember when you used to have,
$31 billion used to be a big number, but think about $31 billion. Think how many companies we're talking about.
Did you remember when you used to have $10 in quarters?
Yeah.
Sitting in your
We're talking about a
car,
relative-
so you could pay tolls,
Yeah,
and you could pay parking meters.
A parking meters. You're dating yourself. A new asset class, $31 billion. It's nothing.
31.
I mean, going from 10 to 31. It's a big move.
31 billion, just to put some context around this. I'm trying to think of 31 billion is probably like the value of Nike. I don't actually know what Nike is worth.
I'm gonna say Nike's worth more. I'll tell
Than
you.
31 billion? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing.
It is.
Or the value of DraftKings, maybe something like that. 31 billion is a tiny number. So when you think about on-chain real world assets,
60 billion.
60 billion.
Yeah, what was the
Okay.
other one you said?
I said DraftKings.
Let's see, DraftKings.
So when I'm just making up stock that I think are around 30 billion. I don't even know.
Because everything's just exploded, but DraftKings could be right there.
Yeah, maybe it is.
40. It's 40. 12. 13
Okay.
billion.
So it's somewhere between DraftKings and Nike. But
There you go.
my point is all of the real world on-chain assets that have been tokenized is 31 billion. And that's triple the year before. That number is nothing.
It's tiny.
That's less than, just to put real context about that, that's less than is traded in 30 seconds when the market opens.
Yeah.
$31 billion is less than 30 seconds. It's actually probably less than 5 seconds of how much capital. So when Tony said before, we're going to get to the point where tokenized stocks will be bigger than this. No, we're not going to get there.
No,
It's
he
not
said
even,
that?
well, he was just talking about in the future, like down.
No chance.
There's no chance. What's going to
Zero.
happen is if you're lucky, this number goes in 5 years goes to 310 billion. Maybe sometime in the distant, in the rest of the decade gets to $1 trillion. It's still minuscule. It's pennies, but it's still a real number. So let's talk about it because it's interesting.
Okay.
So despite that growth, making tokenized assets is right now, just like what we said, it's a rounding number relative to traditional markets.
It's a rounding error.
Yeah, it's a rounding error. It's 2 seconds of the the opening. There is a pure play tokenization firm that's set to go public on the New York Stock Exchange
Yep.
tomorrow. Is tomorrow the 2nd?
Today's the 1st, so tomorrow's the 2nd.
Tomorrow's the 2nd. So a company called
Rabbit, by the way. Did you get one from Tony?
They get one what?
Rabbit.
Oh no.
Rabbit.
There's a company called Securitize. I have negotiated with them in the past. I don't own any Securitize. I have negotiated with them in the past on one of our own companies that we were thinking of tokenizing. I found them to be interesting, but I didn't think they were ready for prime time. I have no idea. At the time, I want to say their valuation was $400 million. This is a couple of years ago. I have no idea. That's where they just raised money. And the only reason I know that is because I wanted to make sure they had enough money if we went live with them, that they had enough money that they would stay in business. Because I think like the CEO was in like Puerto Rico or Bermuda, and it was weird. But they were nice guys and they were interesting. But that's the last time. That's the last time I talked to them. Anyway, they have this model where they can tokenize your company. It just nobody does it.
See how much more they're raising.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Raising what you said they were worth 400 million?
Yeah.
They're now raising approximately 400 million in public debut. Here's the breakdown. $400 million comes from two sources: a $225 million pipe, which is a private investment in public equity.
It's a
SPAC that was oversubscribed, combined with retained SPAC trust capital. Fewer than 30% of shareholders redeemed their shares, leaving over 71% of the trust intact. This makes it the largest SPAC pipe for an operating business since 2021.
Yeah, so it's a SPAC.
SECZ is the symbol.
It's a SPAC. I'm not going to touch this on the offering, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But that's their tokenized firm. So let's see what happens if it hangs in there.
Well, I think what we are seeing is people wanting new things, new flashy, shiny toys. This is the new shiny toy.
It's not that new.
Well, new to the public. Like this is now, it's been around, but now it's starting to get some traction. Listen, we had crypto, blockchain was around for a long time before that really started to catch some traction. So this to me is a new shiny toy. I think there are some really good potential uses for it, but I think there's a lot of stuff that literally is just putting lipstick on a pig, and we'll let the market sort through that.
Tokenization is increasingly being applied to stocks, bonds, real estate, and other assets. And really what it does is it makes traditionally like illiquid assets easier to transfer and trade, on a blockchain through your wallet, that kind of thing. I haven't seen a lot of good examples of like companies that are raising money, digitizing and raising money that way. And I haven't seen a lot of customer demand. We experienced very little demand.
I've seen some small deals, people buying, parking lots and securitizing and letting people participate. That's some very small stuff. But again, it's a $31 billion market. It's not.
we usually get shown a lot of different deals, and I just haven't been shown a lot of.
So what does that tell you?
It just tells me that there's no secondary market, and there's just not there's not a crazy lot of interest. They've gone to, the argument is for illiquid assets.
Yeah.
To make those easier to transfer than it is for the things that you would think are more liquid, and that's been the problem. They need a big player.
But is the lack of interest due to a lack of education and a lack of excitement around it, or you think there's a lack of interest because it's just not a viable product for size?
I think people are a little bit overwhelmed with all the choices, and there definitely hasn't been a lot of consumer interest. There's been a small amount of institutional interest, but it hasn't caught on. And until recently, there's been a lot of regulatory overhang. And I think that even though the regulatory overhang's gone away, it's still very expensive to take something public or to digitize an asset. There's a lot of requirements based on the size, based on the liquidity, based on the accounting responsibilities. It's not super simple. So let's just leave it there.
Okay.
And yeah, that's kind of the real state of tokenized adoption, as we're currently looking at it. There's things that I want to do in the tokenized space, but we're just not there yet. We tried a couple different times, but we couldn't get
an A for effort, but
yeah. I spent a lot of time and money
Yeah.
trying to tokenize an exchange, trying to tokenize some other ideas we had, and it's a tough one. I mean, I've been down this road way more than most people, and it's not an easy thing. I've never tried something completely liquid, but who knows? Anyway, S&P's sharply unched.
So you said yesterday it seems like a holiday week already is in
Yeah.
play, and I agree. I think we're probably gonna just kind of, fizzle out here. I'd be shocked if there's a big move one way. Is Friday half day?
No, Friday closed.
Oh, Friday's closed.
Yeah,
I thought Friday was a half day. For sure it's closed?
it's 4th of July.
3rd of July. Saturday is the 4th of July.
I know, but it's
Let me
a
see
3-day
when I- let me
weekend.
see
It's
when-
market's closed. Market's closed on Friday,
Okay.
100%. If it's a half day, no, it's not. Market's closed on Friday. So, yeah, last day of the week, last show is tomorrow.
All right.
Anyway, S&P's down 3 now, and the Nasdaq's down 300. They're finally hitting some of the chip stocks today. Micron's down 87, Nvidia's down 4.5. SpaceX, which I wouldn't really call it a chip stock, but it's lumped into that
That's a
group.
big down move for SpaceX.
Well, it's also up 10. Yeah,
I understand, but
Down
still
12 bucks.
Monday evening, it's going in.
down
So-
$12. Way too much hype about it going into the index, and AMD down 27. So they're hitting those stocks.
Yeah,
Everything
VIX,
else,
VIX cash down 10, VIX future up 10.
yep. Everything
So-
else, they're loving the other stuff.
Yep.
Did you watch any of the World Cup game last night?
I did not. How was it?
It was not. It was rain delayed.
This is Mexico, Ecuador.
Yeah.
Was it a close game or was it
No.
2-0?
No. Mexico
Got it early.
beat them up pretty good.
So I'm looking forward to the U.S. game tonight.
U.S. game tonight, 7:00. Sol's our resident
Ecuadorian.
Ecuadorian. Every firm has to have one Ecuadorian. Today she came in wearing a England jersey,
Oof.
and I'm like,
Oof.
she's like, well, that's
already
my
jumped.
husband's team,
England is.
England. So I'm like, oh man, you
I
switched.
watched a little bit. I don't know. I'm struggling. I love the fans. I think for me, that's the most exciting part. I guess maybe because I'm just not a soccer fan. The games, it just seems a little boring. They need to do something to get more goal. I don't know. It's
When baseball's more exciting,
Yeah.
then you have a big problem.
yeah.
And the Cubs have won
Hey,
like 9
Cubs.
out of 10.
Well, they 4 in a row.
Yeah.
good.
The White Sox are hot. It's been good. It's a good summer in Chicago. Anyway, the next piece we're going to do is we're going to talk about the real state of adoption right now. And I'm sorry, no, we did that one. We're going to talk about what does tokenization actually offer
Yeah.
that existing systems don't already provide.
Yeah.
And I told you we're going to make you an expert on this by the end of today. And I mean, you can go to the Securitized website. You can go to, other.
This is not an advertisement for Securitize.
Oh no, not at
So
all.
we're not suggesting
There's nothing
that
you
we
can
are
do there.
not running out.
They're
buying
they're a middleman anyway.
Yeah. But I mean, what I'm saying, well, they're IPO. So this is,
Yeah,
we're not.
but the advantage is speed. It's faster settlement. It's it's real time. It's done.
So, okay, great, true. Why do you care? I'm just going to play devil's advocate here because we've seen stock settlement in our time. I only remember 5 days. I don't remember it being longer than 5. It went 5 to 3 to 1.
Okay.
There is nothing other than just legacy systems that would cost a lot of money
But
for
you've also
people to
seen-
change to go. We could go to instant settlement for stocks and options.
Yeah,
We
but
could
you're
do
thinking
it.
of US.
Yeah, US.
We were bought out by a company that's trades on the FTSE 100, which
Okay.
is IG
Fair.
Group bought Tasty, 5 years ago.
About 5 years ago.
And when they bought us, we all of a sudden, we own stock on a FTSE 100 company that we would have to convert to British pound to trade, or convert back to US dollars if we sold it.
Okay,
So
that's fair.
So the process is
That's
fairly
fair
extensive.
if you're talking about cross-border. But if you're talking about when have you, be serious about this, when have you ever thought?
I don't think this has anything to do with stocks. I think this has to do with illiquid assets,
Fine.
fractional ownership,
Okay. But there
and
are stocks that are going to be
cross-border.
Yeah.
It's just, you
It's
can
breaking down barriers.
Yeah, you can buy some crappy little mining company in the Ivory Coast and do it on an exchange.
Love a good crappy.
Mining company. Buy a crappy Ivory Coast mining company on an exchange, on a digital exchange trading in Canada, and instantaneously you can have equity rather than going back and forth with the consulate there trying to figure out what currency you're going to use and are you buying something that's real.
Okay, that's fair.
So, that's the difference. So that's literally one of the advantages. The next one is, there's going to be a lot of these like fractional. There's going to be like ETFs and ownership pieces that are all digitized. Like I hate the fact that in order to buy, other than the Green Bay Packers, which isn't really a publicly traded company, even though they say they are, owned by the shareholders.
Well, aren't the Celtics?
I don't think so. Are they?
I think so.
I
think the Celtics are public.
I don't know. But I would love to see an opportunity to buy into a sports franchise that has been digitized so that you can have a fair participation. Let's say, for example,
Like if the Bears.
let's say the Chicago Bears,
Yep.
as an example.
Yep.
And let's say they digitize the offering. So it's not like some bullshit thing where the McCaskies go to the owners of Walmart and they say, hey, put up $1 billion and you can have 10% of the company or 10% of the Bears. I think this is more of a situation where, listen, we're setting a $10 billion valuation. Anybody that wants to participate can participate in a digitized fashion. And then there's a secondary market for it all the time on some digitized exchange.
Well,
to me is cool.
It is cool, but I'll tell you 2 reasons that I think we won't see that in the foreseeable
Give
future.
me one reason.
Well, one reason is because then you can really determine what the value is. Right now, they just make up a number.
Who cares?
But they just make up a number.
But who cares?
But the number might be lower.
But who can't? Why?
Okay,
What
I'm
are
just
who,
saying the
who are
next
they negotiating with? What's the
nobody,
difference?
nobody. But the next one is going to be. It is what are the 32 football teams? Okay, it's a club of 32. They want to keep it as a club of 32.
I only use the Bears as an example.
But
you
whatever.
can talk
These
about
sports franchises, it is rarefied air that this is play money for most of these people, not the McCaskies. But, for most of these people that buy these teams, it's play money for them. They want to live in a space that they know nobody else is living in. And I don't think we're going to see it. I don't think ownership is going to allow it. I'd love it. And I would buy a piece of the
I
Bears.
think that right now sports franchises are the most expensive toy out there
Yeah.
for billionaires. But
Yeah.
there are lots of situations where, like, an example is, just the building that we're in right now that we're filming this for is
With
huge.
no air conditioning for the third
It's
day.
a huge warehouse that we've converted into a stage and our whole production facility and
You
all
want
this
to
kind of stuff.
digitize it?
Well, sure, I'd love to buy this part of it.
To digitize it?
Digitize it. I wish the owner would digitize this and sell us this part.
Just this.
Yeah.
What about the coffee shop?
Sure, buy that too.
Okay.
But I'm just saying is you can fractionalize rather than have to go through the whole process of making it into a condo and all this other crap. Let's just digitize the whole thing. What if there's an office building downtown in Chicago that's for sale and you've got it's way under market right now, but you don't want to spend $85 million to buy something that you think is worth maybe $250 million.
But isn't that what these syndicates do, where they just go out and raise money?
But it's all bullshit because it's accredited investors only. You're paying these huge fees.
Okay, great.
What if you wanted to do?
Let's try it.
Yeah.
Let's go buy a building and see what happens.
Well, you got to set up the whole. It's basically you set up your own ETF, but you digitize the whole thing, so it's all fractional, so anybody can participate.
Okay, why would big real estate companies that have big portfolios, why would they not be doing this?
Because they want to own the whole thing, and they
could have a. First of all, they could charge fees, and they could have a ginormous portfolio.
They also could be incredibly. They have this legacy processes, and they're incredibly slow and stupid. Who knows?
Okay.
I mean, show me a real estate company that actually knows what they're doing anyway. I mean, the only thing.
Hey, no offense for anybody who's listened to this who's in the real estate business.
The only thing that works in real estate is if you just hold on to it until you die.
But I mean, it still doesn't work.
But I'm just saying, like there are in commercial real estate,
a lot of properties underwater.
Well, in every major city, there's a lot of properties underwater. But the crazy thing about
okay, let's
just hold it
jump
forever.
back. Real estate. Would you buy? Let's say some building in Chicago traded for
20 cents on the dollar.
It traded 100 million. Now it's 20. So it's 20 million.
Sure.
Okay, but my answer to you or my question to you would be, but you're going to say that's the market.
Yeah, it is.
It's 20 million is the market.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so why would you be all over that? Or you mean just you put a 0.5% or a fraction of your percent just to have a little bit?
It's a diversification.
Okay, fine.
I would love to diversify into real estate. I just don't want to buy a house. I don't want to buy a building myself. I don't want to own this crap. I mean, unless
I hate to break you the news.
What?
We did.
I know, but we only buy places that we actually use.
Correct.
I'm not
You're
buying
not talking about speculation.
Yeah, I'm not buying a place for leasing or whatever. I mean, I would love to invest in real estate at 80 cents, off of where it traded last at 20% of what they think wherever it traded in the past.
So we're talking.
I just don't want to own the whole thing.
And we're talking about private placements where you get these offerings where you're locked up. I did one in 09 or 10, so 16 years ago. It's still not over. Okay.
Are you at break even yet?
Oh, it's a giant loser.
Giant loser.
Ginormous loser.
Yeah.
I mean, if you, I didn't lose money, but I lost the opportunity cost.
Oh, that's not bad.
Okay. So I probably made 3%, 4% annualized. Okay, but that's not the point. The point was the reason I did it was because the issuer, the bank, said the whole program was going to be buying distressed real estate in Europe after the meltdown.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm in. Love to do that. And then I'm like, why is this not doing better? And then I find out they didn't like that approach, so they shifted to buying credit card debt. I'm like, what was that?
Without telling you?
What? Well, somewhere in the 500 pages of documents, I agreed to say that they could go do that. So I agree with you. I would love to buy distressed real estate. And if these buildings, if somebody came up with it, maybe we'll look at it. Let's see
the most valuable lesson you can teach your kids. Most valuable lesson.
Don't go into
10
years.
They won't listen to you. So the most valuable lesson is both of my kids, I have 2 kids. Both of my kids have bought 2 places. They're living in their 3rd place right now, both of them.
That's pretty good at the young.
Well, they're 30s, whatever.
Still.
So I mean, I was on my 3rd place in my 30s. So both of my kids bought their first place that they both bought. One was in Chicago, one was in LA. They broke even or lost money. The second place they both bought, and they thought all of these were great deals, by the way. They broke even or lost money. I think my son lost money on both of them. My daughter lost money on one, broke even on the other. So they're 0 for 4.
No, this is their 3rd. Oh, 0 for 4.
0 for 4.
Yeah. Now
they live. They're never moving again. That's what they said. But their first 4 were break even or losses. They went from, I think we should just own this real estate and hold on to it mentality
to why would anybody ever buy real estate?
Why would anybody ever buy real estate? So they're in their mid 30s, early 30s, and they're like, they've already figured out the whole real estate game. And they're like, We're never touching it again. We're
Now,
just.
but it's interesting because.
But I'm happy they did that. I really like the fact they did that.
Well, it's a good lesson. And obviously, there's an important reason to own real estate because you own it, and the landlord's not going to say they're not renting to you.
Of
again.
course.
But
I'm not opposed to owning where you live.
But it's
or
funny
work.
because I grew up. My dad was one of the early real estate developers, converters in Chicago, New York.
Yeah, you grew up in a family of real estate.
Philadelphia, Florida. And people that bought these killed it.
Yeah.
They killed it.
For a while.
For a while. And then all of a sudden, well, at least in Chicago, it was like this, and now it's just doesn't move.
Yeah. Anyway, I only own the places we live. That's it.
And how many of you made money on? None.
Oh, zero.
Zero.
Literally zero. And I've had some really cool places in Chicago, and I built them myself. And they're all.
You didn't make money on the George property?
No.
Really?
Nope. Sold it, scratched it. Told the story yesterday to somebody.
Really?
Scratched
Was
it.
that because of how much you put into it?
I guess. Whatever. I mean, yeah. Now you make any money. I sold it for exactly what we built it for.
Wow.
Yep.
That was an unusual property.
I know. It's great. Anyway, so let's take a call and then we'll finish up this segment. Mark from Scranton. Hey, Mark, what's up, man? Haven't heard from you in a week or so.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Hey, so I've been meaning to call with this question for you two, and I figured, boy, you two are definitely the right ones to ask for this. So you're talking about real estate. Now, I do have my real estate license. It's
Okay.
something that I do, but more so I just kind of do it for my own investing. But I am going to ramp up on it, and I know you guys are the ultimate disruptors, and I want to see if you guys like my idea or give me any other ideas. I'd be appreciative to have it. So I want to, as representing buyers, I want to be an agent that will actually lend back my commission to my buyers to help them close the house or put money into the house when they purchase it.
Okay.
And I want to do that maybe like over 3-5 years, if I could do it interest free, whatever I could do, just to try to help incentivize people that are trying to get loans too, that just don't have the funds to get everything together.
And why are you doing this? Because
myself.
you're just being a nice guy, or you're going to make money on the
Well,
care?
he'll get paid interest.
No, even if it's interest free, I really like money. Doesn't motivate me too much, but it's just I just think it's goodwill.
Okay.
You know,
Well, it's
good
a
karma.
lot of goodwill.
Well, it's really goodwill in that
Yeah.
case.
Yeah. I really don't care about the interest. I mean, of course, I have to pay taxes on it when it's earned. So, it's kind of a little bit of a risk. But to see it that, and then for the seller side, I'd like to see maybe if I could, if they would go with my recommended price, the commission would be, say, 1.5%. Otherwise, the commission would be 2%, which is still going to undercut most of the people that charge a flat-out 3% fee, even though, the NAR ruled that now that's supposed to be negotiable. But that was like a year or so, maybe a year and a half ago now, where they changed it to, just so people don't know, it's 3% on both sides.
Yeah,
not to be assumed.
I can tell you, having just gone through that process, that rule didn't change.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
That rule, yeah.
No, because they just say seller pays.
Yeah.
And so
Yes, it's always been there. It's always been there. People didn't realize that they had the option to say, well, no, I don't want to pay the buyer's commission as the seller.
Correct.
They just didn't realize they had that option not to do it. But
It's funny that you're saying this because I just sold my house, and the people that bought it, they had a family member as their broker, and to get the deal done, the family member gave back their commission to the buyer.
There you go. That's Mark's whole thing.
So that's to get the deal done. So I could tell you from personal experience, it didn't cost me anything, because I had to pay anyway. So I was paying. It's just, did the money I paid go to the broker, meaning you, Mark, or did it go back to the buyer to help sweeten the deal?
So what's the point of this, Mark? Where are you going with this?
well, no, I just want to know what your opinion on it is. I know you guys think real
I mean,
estate,
I don't know.
and
It's very nice of you. I don't know why you're doing it, but it's very nice of you.
Right. Really nice of you. And obviously, you're going to get a ton of customers if you're going to say, I'm going to take my commission as, I'm assuming either way, the buyer or the seller, you're either going to give it back to the seller.
Yeah, you're deferring it. I mean, it's a really nice thing.
Yeah, really nice.
Yeah, I'm not going to defer the seller's commission because they're, they get
screw
paid
the seller.
on closing.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, sure. No, you're just
Yeah.
deferring it. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
You're like a window
disruption,
salesman. Don't have to pay till 2028.
Yeah, it's paying it forward.
Yeah, paying it
I
forward.
would just, the one thing that I would be careful about is if if you or somebody else was trying to do this as a money-making opportunity, I'm sure you're way behind the bank that has the mortgage. So if there's a problem, I don't even know what your claim would be
Yeah,
to
that's
go
the only
after
thing.
to go after them. So just be careful with that.
I'm at the bottom of the totem pole. That's where the dogs look
Well,
their
there's
way.
no real. There's not like you're not taking.
You're not even on the totem pole.
Yeah, you're not even on totem pole. But the other side to it is you're not. You're just losing. You're losing what you're supposed to be paid. You're just.
You're losing your time.
You're not taking any money out of your own pocket.
Yeah.
I mean, well, you are,
Yeah.
but
You're,
it's a
you're
little different.
losing. You're
Paying
losing.
taxes on it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you're losing your time. So, well, good luck with
I
it.
guess thanks.
Yeah, very nice.
All right, Mark. Thanks.
All right, bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. So, yeah. I mean, that's interesting. Nice of him.
Yeah, listen, it's great to pay it forward.
Yeah, we're going to take one more call and finish up on the tokenization thing.
Oh.
Because we're going to go to Ross in
Bulgaria.
Bulgaria.
I'm assuming that's not Bulgaria, Illinois.
What's up, Ross?
Hey guys, how are you doing?
Good. How
We're
are
doing
you?
good.
I'm so glad that Bat is back. Does he have an email that we can harass him on?
Oh,
Or-
sure. Bat
Yeah.
at Lossdog.
Lossdog.com. Have at it.
Bat at
Great.
LOSSDOG.
Thanks.
Sure.
Hey, have you looking at the Solana today?
No, where is it today? I didn't look at it today. Where is it?
Yeah, it's at 76, and it seems way more stronger than the other cryptos recently.
Has
You
been.
might
It had that
have a
huge
look.
rally the other day. It is way stronger. I don't understand it. I mean, it's one of my bigger longs in crypto, but I did not buy any. In the last couple of days, I bought a bunch of Bitcoin and Ethereum, but I thought Solana had already rallied too much, so I
It's
didn't touch it.
77. It's traded.
Yeah,
Well, this can't be right. Is it possible for 52 weeks it's only at a range from 64 to 76?
No,
No,
that's not right.
Something's not right.
But anyway, so yeah, Solana's been super strong.
yeah.
It had a really nice rally in the
yeah,
last week.
something about on-chain activity records or something.
Yeah. I mean, I love Solana, and I think it's my third largest crypto holding, but I didn't buy any the last couple of days.
Ah, I see. I heard you guys talking about EU real estate, and I got the idea. I don't know if you're aware, but if you open up a firm in the EU, not sure about US citizens though, because I'm an EU citizen.
Yeah.
You could get like super low taxes for trading, like 10% on your profits, and also if you route the orders to a specific exchanges, in my country at least, they charge you zero tax on your profits for these stocks. For example, almost every major U.S. stock has a European equivalent, which is of course way less liquid, and you cannot trade options. But perhaps you could combine
Right.
like long stock with the short options on the U.S.
Yeah, no,
proper name.
we don't have any kind of setup like that. I mean, I am aware that there's all these crazy rules in different countries.
Like CFD.
Like the CFD rules in the UK where you don't pay any taxes, and I mean rules like you just talked about, in Bulgaria. But it's obviously nothing we can take advantage of.
Yeah.
It's hard when they're not liquid and there's no derivatives. It wouldn't be that interesting to us anyway. But I completely understand.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you for your time.
Thanks,
All right,
Ross.
I wish
Okay.
you all the best.
Appreciate it.
My
Cheers.
thanks. My niece is Bulgarian.
Your niece.
Yeah.
Which I learn something new about you all the time, which is amazing. After
Christina.
almost 40
My
years.
niece Christina is Bulgarian
Who's-
because her dad was Bulgarian, and so her mom was
Who's-
my stepsister, and her dad was Bulgarian. So she speaks. So her grandparents are in Bulgaria.
Does she have dual citizenship?
Yeah. Yep. And she goes all the time to visit her dad's family over there, and she speaks perfect Bulgarian.
How good are you with Bulgarian?
I'm not very good.
Can you
But-
say one word?
I can't say any words.
Okay.
But I've heard the beach is beautiful.
In Bulgaria?
Don't know about the food. I'm sure Bulgarians would say Bulgarian food's good, but
I don't know about that. Do you think they would?
I mean, you probably haven't had a lot of Eastern European food.
No, I've had Ukrainian. I've had Polish.
Polish, I don't
not-
know if I consider Poland Eastern Europe.
Okay.
And Polish food,
I don't
Polish
think I've ever
food
been
is by
Russian.
far
Which
the
one?
best. Of all those you mentioned, Polish food's the best.
Okay, then I wouldn't like it because
Estonia, I thought the food in Estonia was good, but I think Russian food's tough.
yeah, I don't think any of those countries are known for their cuisine.
Mongolia, Georgia, Bulgaria, I'm not sure.
Okay, again, if it was really popular, I'm sure we have communities of all those.
Right on Lincoln Avenue. There's the
Right. What is it? Well, there's.
it's not Bulgarian. It's
Yeah, there is the Bulgarian something around here.
there's a Bulgarian restaurant,
Yeah.
and then there's a
All right, maybe I'll put it on my to-do list.
Pakistan. I think it's Pakistan or something. But it's interesting restaurant. I'll put it that way. I like it, but it's skewers mostly.
Pakistani?
No,
Oh, Bulgarian.
no. I said Uzbekistan,
Uzbekistan.
something like that.
Okay.
It's Eastern European. I'm open to trying anything.
Do you
My
like
favorite thing
do you
about
like Peruvian?
what
Peruvian?
Peruvians? What does that have to do with anything?
Just ask you just said you're open to trying
I mean,
anything.
I like Peruvian food. It's fine.
Okay. All right.
The thing with restaurants in Russia, if you ever have a chance to get there, it's a beautiful country. But the thing that's so funny about the restaurants is the menus all have pictures.
Of the food?
Uh-huh.
That's a massive red flag.
In the U.S., that's a massive red flag.
Massive.
But they have pictures, and then they will also sell like a hamburger and sushi and pizza and
Pierogies?
pierogi. Like they'll sell everything's on the menu. Everything's on. No matter how good a restaurant you go to, everything's on the menu.
That's funny.
Yeah, you got to stick with the borscht and a few other things. But anyway, wrapping up the tokenization piece. There is. Let me go to kind of the last piece we had. So, what does tokenization actually offer that existing systems don't already provide? And I think that not that it's going to be immediately fungible, but I think that it is going to make things a lot. There's two things actually. One, it's going to make things a lot easier for trading illiquid assets. And the second thing is, and this is where I think tokenization could have a big impact, and this is what nobody talks about, and I think it's on the derivatives of. So forget about the underlying asset, because that to me is like kind of dead money. But what if you wanted to trade, like, okay, the last caller, Ross.
Yep.
He just called in from Bulgaria. Let's say he wants to trade, he said, well, you can trade US assets, but they're illiquid, right?
Stocks.
Stocks, but they're illiquid.
Correct.
And there's no options. First thing he
Correct.
said.
Correct.
So for him to trade US options on US stocks, he's got to open an account here, he's got to convert capital, he's got to do everything.
Yeah.
I believe there's going to be a derivatives market, a tokenized derivatives market that's going to allow you essentially to trade options and futures on any tokenized asset.
So
And that could be big.
you glossed over, and I want to bring this back about the fungibility. So
Because fungibility,
if you need these products will not work if there isn't a standard, if they're not fungible. So let me just quickly explain what that means. You trade an option right now, there's, I don't know, 19 exchanges. You don't have to care where your buy order goes or where your sell order goes because it's fungible. Everything clears the OCC. So whether you buy it on exchange A and you sell on exchange Z, it doesn't matter. OCC says we're good. Years ago, probably most of you don't even know about this, but there was the CBOE came out with single stock futures. And they, to me, the biggest mistake, the reason they failed, they had NQLX and One Chicago and they weren't fungible. So what you're forcing, if they're not fungible, what you're forcing a broker to do is either pick
but
one.
prediction markets aren't fungible and
Yeah,
they're
you
successful.
can't.
But they're successful.
But they're successful. They're still in their infancy. Let's see as they grow, if they become fungible. Let's see what the market says about those. If you buy Bitcoin, Bitcoin's Bitcoin. If you buy Ethereum, Ethereum is Ethereum. You don't see Bitcoin on one blockchain and Bitcoin.
You don't need fungibility, and when you digitize something, everything's fungible.
No, because we're just talking about you could have a company that comes out with Tesla. That Tesla, you get the voting rights. You have another one with Tesla, you don't get the voting rights. That's
Well, those
not
aren't fungible.
Correct.
Right.
So what I'm saying is we are going to see pop-up shops, people creating these products, and I think there will be confusion over what product, because you're going to look at pricing and go, why is this one higher than this one? Well, I'll buy the less expensive one or I'll try to arb it. And you're going, wait a minute, now I'm long one, short the other, and they're not the same product. So there will be a lot of confusion over it. I think fungibility is critical for any product in the retail world.
All right, there you go. Let's do a little market recap
All right,
here.
SPOOs have exploded. They're up $3. NASDAQ's down $350, definitely the weak one.
So the Nasdaq's actually sold off 100 points when the SPOOs haven't moved.
Right. Well, if you're looking, I mean, right now you can see AMD is down 31. I think it was down 15 or 20 when we started, and Mu was down 60. It's now down 102.
And there's no number Mu can go to the downside, by the way.
And NVIDIA was down like 3, now it's down 4.5. So there's some big movers. SpaceX still down 11. You got Bitcoin up about 800, Ethereum up about $21. Bonds are still down, 0.75 of a point. Apple up 5, big one. Amazon up 4, Google up 3.5, Meta up 60, Microsoft up 12, and Netflix up 2. So a mixed bag. I'm actually surprised that, I don't know. We'll see what the rest of the day brings. I think tomorrow's going to be quiet.
That's a very profound statement.
I just think
Scott
it is.
thinks tomorrow, the day before a 3-day weekend, is going to be quiet.
Well, it's not
You
always.
take that. Somebody should leak that to the Wall Street Journal.
It's not always. I think today is going to be the beginning of the end, and tomorrow's going to be nothing.
Well, we'll see. We have a show tomorrow, though.
We do.
We'll do our show. It'll be at
8:30 to 10 Central.
8:30 to 10 Central. It'll be all 3 of us again. So thanks for watching. Like this video. It really helps us. We are now starting at the market opening, so you don't want to miss the beginning. You can also check out our videos and subscribe. We have a couple of new videos coming out next week. And questions, you can send them into oneluckydog@lossdog.com. And at Sosnoff on Money, there's a channel on YouTube with all the latest videos that I've done. But there's going to be plenty more stuff coming out next week. We're actually recording some fun ones.
And / taking us out before we do that, the 6 show me a picture with / his girlfriend and Debbie Harry. It's her birthday today. How old do you think Debbie Harry is? I don't know. I'm going to say upper 70s.
Debbie Harry?
I'm going to say upper 70s.
Debbie Harry, she's, at
I'm gonna
least.
say-
I'm going to say Debbie Harry.
How old
80.
is Debbie Harry?
80.
She could be.
80, 81.
81. She looks good. She was, when I was in high school, that was it for me. Debbie Harry, there we go. Hey, the more you know.
There you
On
go.
that one, thanks for watching. Happy Wednesday, and hopefully we will see you tomorrow at 8:30 Central Time. / take us out.